Hello, my name is Tashua, and I am a BSN student at ECPI University. What I'm going to share with you today is my lesson plan on the prevention of hypertension. My 3 learning needs for hypertension is health promotion, illness prevention, and illness interventions. The 3 objectives for this lesson plan are as follows. Objective number 1, by the end of the term, the learner will have knowledge of normal blood pressure readings. Objective number 2, by the end of the term, the learner will understand how to measure blood pressures. And objective number 3, by the end of the term, the learner will understand how to control high blood pressure readings. Let's begin with objective number 1, which is by the end of the term, the learner will have knowledge of normal blood pressure readings. This content will include what is low and high blood pressure readings, what is a blood pressure, and what is a normal blood pressure reading. So let's begin. What is a blood pressure? A blood pressure is the force of circulating blood on the walls of the arteries. What is a normal blood pressure reading? A normal blood pressure reading is with a systolic reading of 120 and a diastolic reading of 80. Hypertension begins with a systolic blood pressure between 130 to 139 and a diastolic between 80 to 89. Our resources for this learning objective is found under the American Heart Association with Understanding Blood Pressure Readings. The second objective for this lesson plan is by the end of the term, the learner will understand how to measure blood pressure. When should you measure your blood pressure? How does a blood pressure cuff monitor operate? And what is the best time of day to take your blood pressure? The content with how to measure your blood pressure is the cuff inflates until it fits tightly around your upper arm, cutting off your blood flow. You slowly deflate the blood pressure cuff and use a stethoscope to listen to the blood pumping through your arteries. The first sound you hear is your systolic blood pressure, and the last sound heard will be your diastolic blood pressure. What is the best time of day to take your blood pressure? You should take your blood pressure first thing in the morning when you awake, before your medications, and before you eat breakfast. The resources for this objective is National Library of Medicine under Measuring Blood Pressures. My last objective for this lesson plan is by the end of the term, the learner will understand how to control high blood pressure readings. This content includes what is sodium? How often do you exercise? What is the average sodium intake per day? And what exercises help lower your blood pressure? The average sodium intake a day for a normal person is 23 grams per day. A person that has been diagnosed with hypertension is 15 grams or less per day. Some type of exercises that help to lower your blood pressure includes walking, swimming, cycling, hiking, and even dancing. The next screen I'm going to share with you is a handout I created on hypertension. It is a hypertension fact sheet. So let's begin. Again, what is hypertension? Hypertension is the blood pressure that's force exerted by circulating blood against the walls of the body's arteries, which is the major blood vessels in the body. What are the symptoms of blood pressure? There are no symptoms for blood pressure. That's why blood pressure is known as the silent killer. And before you see a category of blood pressure ranges. Again, the normal blood pressure with a systolic of less than 120 and a diastolic of less than 80. Hypertension beginning again at 130 to 139 systolic and 80 to 89 diastolic. In a hypertension crisis, systolic blood pressure higher than 180 and diastolic higher than 120. Ways to prevent hypertension is eat a healthy diet. Keep yourself at a healthy weight. Be physically active. No smoking, and limit your alcohol intake to at least to 2 drinks per day. And please get enough sleep. Thank you for listening and enjoying my lesson plan. Have a good day.